When you're craving real Jewish deli food, there's nothing like Nana's Deli, a New Jersey legend since 1981. For over 40 years, Nana's has been serving up the classics, their famous tuna, sloppy joes, piled high pastrami, homemade soups, and fresh salads. You can grab your favorites to go from either Livingston or Jersey City, but here's something special. The Livingston location now features a full-weight service in the bistro where you can sit down, relax, and enjoy your meal hot and fresh. Every bistro order even comes with Food Czar flats. And here's the insider deal. If you dine in and mention Food Czar, you'll get 20% off your entire check. So whether you're in Livingston or Jersey City, stop by Nana's Deli and taste why they've been a Garden State favorite for more than 4 decades. Visit nanasdeli.com for menus, hours, and locations. This episode was brought to you by Aesthetica Med Spa. Hey everyone, I have to tell you about someone who has completely transformed my skin. Diana Joseph, founder of Aesthetica Med Spa right in Livingston, New Jersey. Diana is a master esthetician and skincare expert with over 20 years of experience. She stays on top of the latest skincare innovations and technologies, offering treatments like Hydrofacial MD, Morpheus 8 microneedling, corrective chemical peels, IPL, permanent hair removal, and so much more. But what really sets her apart is how personal she makes every treatment. Diana customizes each service to your skin's needs and gives you the knowledge to maintain results at home. So if you're in Livingston or nearby, do yourself a favor and book a visit at Aesthetica Med Spa. Experience where expertise meets passion with Diana Joseph. Your skin will thank you. Mention Food Czar Podcast to get a 20% discount off your first service. For more information, go to aestheticamedspa.com.
This is Behind the Counter.
Behind the Counter
with the Food Czar. Here's Heidi.
Welcome to another episode of Behind the Counter with the Food Czar, which is me, Heidi Blum. And today I am sitting with two sisters, which means double the woman power, which I love. Thank you for laughing. Thank you for getting into it. I am sitting with Shaka Kitchen's sisters, Krista and Kiersten Gormeley.
Yes.
Guys, welcome. We're
Thanks
gonna
for
get
having
you.
us.
We're gonna get your mood changed by the end of this. I'm just telling you right now.
My mood's good.
All right, good. It is a snowy day.
Yeah.
It is cold, but I have a
freezing.
feeling this is gonna be a warm and wonderful interview.
It's going to be fun.
Do you guys feel it?
And
Yeah.
we have guest star Luca.
And we have guest star Luca. We have a 1-year-old who's
Got
joining the
coffee.
podcast, his first podcast.
First podcast.
So we are in the Morristown location. There are 3 locations total
Yes.
so far.
So far.
for now.
For now. Okay, 2 in Hoboken, 1 in Morristown.
Correct.
Yes.
So for people who don't know Shaka Kitchen, why don't we give a little run through of what that is, and then we're gonna kick it back. How's that?
Sure.
Sounds good. I like this song. I might sing.
Sing away. This interview is all yours. How do you like
I
that?
love Sam Smith.
Yeah. Okay, so Shaka Kitchen, for me, what I love is it's nutritious food. It is presented in a beautiful way, and it feels very clean, very healthy, very vibrant. Your space is sort of resembles that as well.
Yes.
Would you like to add to that?
Yeah.
Let Krista speak.
Yeah, she might go on. So we originally started our concept as like very simple concept. It was smoothies, acai bowls, poke bowls, and it was a Hawaiian concept. Straight off the boat, Hawaiian, regular poke bowls. We didn't even have, I don't think we had pork. We didn't have anything. We just did chicken and tuna. We didn't even do salmon. And we did $1.5 million of sales out of 600 square feet. So we were prepping 10, 12 hours a day, getting food deliveries every day.
What year was this?
2016.
Okay.
So
That was location number 1?
correct.
And that was where?
That's 720 Monroe Street. That's our first location, and it's still there. 10
Okay.
years.
Wow.
Yeah. So we started as a very small concept. And then in 2018, actually we signed the lease in 2017. We signed a lease for 110 Washington Street. We
Okay.
needed to expand our operations. We don't have the space in Monroe Street.
Okay.
And with that, we have hood, fryers, grill top, the whole 9 yards, and it really allowed Kiersten to step into like her what do we call it? Chefing abilities?
Chef mode.
Chef abilities.
Yeah. Was able to do a lot more.
We were able to execute a lot more, do a lot more, and so we kind of evolved to this like island-inspired eatery.
Yeah.
If you go to Hawaii till this day, we went back last year for like 2 weeks. It's still, people like, I think the tacos get confused, but there's taco trucks on every corner in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Fish-based tacos, and we wanted to keep all of that, but we didn't really want to be limited to Hawaiian.
Yeah. So did you adjust the menu so it was more like Northeast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a ton of plays that kind of tied back to New Jersey. So instead of Spam, we have Taylor ham.
Yep. Which is great.
And our whole mission is making healthy taste good.
Yeah.
So, like, indulging without sacrifice. And that's always been our motto. Like, if you're gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, like, I think people just think chicken and broccoli is the only way to be healthy. And that's, like, it's not. You can eat so well, and it can taste delicious.
Enjoy flavors. Yeah.
Enjoy flavors.
We want it to be like not just a salad place.
Well,
It's so easy to fall back on like simple concepts like that, but we really want it to be very different with Shaka, and that's why we're not just salads. Or
Don't you think so? Like for me, and the reason why I reached out to you guys is I feel like I've been following Shaka for a while, and we were having this conversation before. A lot of influencers seem to cover your locations, correct, and the food because it is not your typical salad place. It is something different. It stands out. I mean, there's something that stands out about it.
It's like a catch-22 because it's like a blessing, but it's also a curse because we're a seasonal restaurant.
Yeah.
So
at least in New Jersey we are.
In New Jersey. We'll talk about that later. But we've struggled since year one. So the winter came in 2016 and we were like a drop-off in sales and we're like, what did we do? Did we piss people off? Like, did we make too many angry customers? Did we change? What did we do?
Yeah.
And so we sat through it, and then I think we made changes that we didn't need to change.
Yep.
Because we panicked. 2017, same thing, and we're catching on. This is a pattern. Okay, people turn off their Hawaiian eats come September.
Oh, that's interesting because it feels summery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's
Smoothies,
interesting.
Raw fish. Everyone's like tan, feeling good, and I think like in California would be killing it, and I think in Florida and like the
Warmer
Charlestons,
Yeah.
it would be a year-round vibe because that is the vibe year-round in those places. New Jersey,
I think, like, to me, we're in the middle of winter, and like you want to feel summer, and this is a great place to feel that.
so yes,
You would think.
You would think. We were speaking with somebody last week, and like the top searched food is pizza.
Well, of course,
Chinese food, all of like the indulgence. Like you're not going to see me eating Chinese food in July. It's a winter food, you know. So that's kind of what happens to us. We get like we are a seasonal concept.
So let's kick it back, okay?
Sure, yeah.
And let's discuss. You guys are from New Jersey.
Yes.
I want to hear
Born
what
and
your
raised.
background is and why you even picked this concept.
Oh yeah.
Let's get the
Skipped
people
over
like
the whole story.
Yeah, let's get it going. I'll start. Wyckoff, New Jersey.
Wyckoff, New Jersey.
That's where we're from.
Yep.
That's where we're from. Kirsten and I both went to Rampo College.
Okay.
Kiersten started out in Clemson, had a whole holy roller weird thing happen to her. She flew back. It was strange, the culture down there. Not in a bad way, but a different way. She moved home. She was working for Hillstone at the time, full-time, making a full-on salary, a college student, interning the whole 9 yards, working for Houston's. So Hillstone Group.
Yeah, but so that was before it was Hillstone. So right, because Hillstone and Houston's are same.
Houston is owned by Houston's is owned by
Owned by
Hillstone.
Hillstone.
That's the group.
But was your background culinary, or were you working there as like a server?
No, I was working there as a server.
Okay.
I had applied to the Culinary right when I came home from Clemson. I
Yeah.
applied to the Culinary Institute of America, and I got in. I was supposed to go there, like I think spring semester.
Yeah.
Or fall. I was supposed to go that following fall, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay home. I would have lost a whole year of credits. So it would have been a whole waste of a year of college. It wouldn't have transferred over pretty much. So then Rampo accepted me after first semester of college. which was in 2014.
And did you want to do culinary just like
Sorry,
that's
2010. Sorry,
That's
2010.
Wrong.
that's
2010.
something you were always interested in?
Yeah, I knew I always wanted to be in the culinary world.
Okay.
So I had applied. I got in that summer. I was going to go fall of 2011.
Okay.
And I did my apprenticeship. I worked at a local Italian restaurant in Midland Park. To go there, you have to work in a restaurant for like minimum 6 weeks.
Okay.
Like, in the restaurant, not just serving. Like you have to be a prep cook or whatever.
Okay.
And you kind of have to do it. Some restaurants will allow you to do it. Some will pay you. I did it for free. So I did that because they want to make sure you're serious, especially a school like
Sure.
Culinary Institute of America. It's one of the best schools in the world.
Yes.
For culinary. So you have to make sure you're serious about it. So I ended up not going. I stayed at Rampo, and I was like in psychology or something. I don't know. Then I did communications.
She didn't go for financial purposes because the Culinary Institute is very expensive.
Yeah.
So, and then I would have lost all my credits. So I stayed at Rampo, and then I just worked. I worked with Hillstone. I worked with a local school lunch business.
Oh, sure.
No, that was No Fuss Lunch. Local woman, she started like healthy lunches for schools.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was helping assist her kitchen management at the time. And then I did numerous random internships like with CBS News and thought I was going to go that route. And then I was like, absolutely not.
That's a rough route to go.
She also, you're missing parts of your story. She started her own company called K Cooks, where she was cooking, meal prepping for families that had children that had allergies and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I did K Cooks with a K. Briefly in college, so I was all over the place. Like I always knew I was coming home from this internship in the city with CBS, and I was like staying up till like 1, 2 in the morning, like prepping meals for people, and I was like, I can't, I don't want to do this. Like, what am I doing? Anyway.
You were hustling, is what you were doing.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out, like, I really wanted to be in culinary.
Yeah.
And I made that apparent to myself. I ended up getting a communications degree. I was also going to go to Montclair State and go be a nutritionist. I was all over the place. Because when I went to Clemson, I was supposed to do food science.
Oh,
and nutrition.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was never going to work out. I can't. The math and biology, I was like, I don't know.
I'm with you on that one.
I failed
Trust
too.
me,
I think I failed like 2 or 3 math classes.
So when I came home, like when I was at Rampo, Krista was at Rampo as well. Finally make it to our last year of college. She's a junior and I was a senior.
You worked for Audible of Amazon doing
That was
stuff.
after college.
After college, she had a lot of gigs.
Wow.
Yep.
So you guys are a year apart?
We're 17 months, but we're 2 grades apart. So
Okay.
I was like a sophomore. She was a senior. And Kiersten was like, if I stay in Wyckoff, New Jersey for like 1 more minute, I'm going to lose my mind.
I tend to get like that.
She sent me an exchange program application. I was in a very serious relationship at the time, so I thought, wow, I don't know how serious anything is at that age. And I stayed home at Rampo for this person. I didn't want to leave. I was like homebody out. I was also working in communications. I was nannying. I was a nanny. Worked for a marketing company out of Pine Brook. I worked for Sharp Electronics.
Oh, yeah.
Helping them rebrand from TVs to selling niche appliances like a matcha maker.
Oh, my God.
It's just really silly nuances. But I was doing that, and Kiersten looked at me and was like, we're going to Hawaii. And I was like, no, we're not. I can't
I forced
leave.
her. I was like, I'll do all the paperwork, but we're going to go. Like,
I was like,
we're
I
going.
can't leave so-and-so. And I...
So we like packed up.
So you were like, so your plan was, I'm out of Wyckoff, I'm going to Hawaii. That's my plan right now.
It was the last semester of college for me.
Okay.
And I was able to do it.
Okay.
So we went for 5-6 months. And
Oh, my God. Were you planning on going for that long?
No.
No,
It was just like
It was
school.
an exchange program, and like,
Okay.
I did like BS.
That was
there.
that was how I had to
Like,
pass math, because they taught it to me like I was a kindergartner out there. I failed statistics at Rampo.
So we just went, and then we had an apartment.
And this was in Hilo?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yep, that was the first thing on the whole menu. Pretty
Yeah.
much was that smoothie, the Hilo smoothie that we have named after where we lived. Was like it was during the recession of
It was like 2008, 2009. Our family had a rough spot, and Kiersten and I were working a lot just to make our own.
Like, I pretty much paid
anything.
for Krista and I's time to be there because
Yeah.
I had
Wow.
saved up a lot of money.
From working at Houston's.
Wow.
We had like $90 a month to like spend between the two of us on like
so
food and.
We like stole bananas and froze them. And
So,
then we had
yes, we
spinach
took them off
and
of trees
peanut butter. And that's how we that's how we survived, basically.
So we had like a little NutriBullet,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we would buy like huge bags of spinach at the farmer's market. And my best friend, Z Marvs, he sent me a care package with like peanut butter and stuff because he was like, what do you need? And I'm like, the freaking peanut butter
So
and stuff
expensive.
out here is so expensive.
expensive,
So
yeah.
he sent me this, and we lived off of bananas, almond milk,
That was at
peanut
the
butter, and
time
spinach.
Yeah, at the time in 2014, a gallon of milk there was $9.
$9.
It was crazy.
It's probably way
And
worse
now it's, I mean, like, that was 10 plus years ago.
So
12 years ago.
while you were there, were you now getting more were you working somewhere that you were getting your culinary skills?
No, we just went to farmers markets. We just like became really engulfed in the culture. We had a bunch of local friends.
we were like kind of beach bums.
yeah, beach bum.
So
beach
like
bumming it,
we went
literally.
from Wyckoff, New Jersey, which if you know anything about it, it's like if you don't have $1,000 on your wrist, you're not cool. So
Yeah.
like we went
Or
from this
drive a
like
fancy car.
super immersed culture where like materialistic things are your personality.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of people we knew from that time period still haven't left that like bubble.
Yep.
And we went somewhere where some people didn't have doors on their houses in Hilo.
Walked around barefoot. Everyone walked around barefoot. At the grocery store. It was,
By
like,
the
crazy.
way, it's such a better way to live.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I would live
there's-
there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There's
So
no TV. Like we weren't watching TV. Like we left all our, we left everything of
We had
value
no
home.
AC.
It's so amazing.
We were hitchhiking. Like we were literally catching rides from the bed of people's trucks from Target back to our. Like we went from like this like crazy.
Like protective suburb of New Jersey
pretentious, like all of the things, and like we just threw ourselves into this. Like I don't want. It's a beautiful place, but like it's. People think of Hawaii, they think of the resorts. Hilo, in the Big Island, is like night and day.
I lived there for a month by the volcano park.
Kilauea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's on the menu. So, well, we could talk about that eventually. But a lot of our menu is inspired by living there.
So now you're there for 5 or 6 months,
Right.
and then do you guys say we're going home?
She wanted to come back.
I wanted to
I
go
had
back.
graduate
All right, so
college.
that person I was talking about,
Yeah.
he's cheating on me.
Damn
Terrible
him!
piece of crap.
You know what? He should be saying he screwed up. Look
So
at you now.
anyway,
he
our
missed
brother
out.
Yeah.
came out. Yeah, he missed the boat. Our brother came out. He spent like 2-3 weeks with us, and he's also our business partner in this.
Is he older, younger?
He's older.
Okay.
And I'll never forget. I was like crying about this guy. My brother like literally picked me up off the ground. He was like, "What? Like, are you gonna like die over this guy? Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen?" And I was like, "No."
Well, you're
He's-
like what,
he-
20?
Yeah, I was 20.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he was like, what are your hobbies? And I'm like, I like to exercise and draw. He's like, when's the last time you drew? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, stop yelling at me. And he like woke something up in me. I was like, you're right. Like, what the hell do I do? Why am I crying? Like, screw him. And so, you know, I picked up yoga. I started doing like headstands, and I actually started drawing again, like artistically, and
Finding
and
yourself
just,
again.
like really getting back to it. And I think it was like a pivotal life moment where I was like, okay, like I'm into wellness, this whole lifestyle thing, I'm into it. I'll never forget, I was like standing in my parents' kitchen. I was making my mom like a smoothie menu.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell am I going to do with my life? Like, I'm good at making smoothies. I'm good at, like, fitness and exercise. But what I can't go, like, if I go to, like, work at Sharp or wherever, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
And I think I always wanted to follow the wellness and nutrition pursuit.
Sure.
Lifestyle coach is what I thought I would be. It's funny because I'd probably be a good one at this point. But no one was doing that in 2016. I remember, like, it was just...
Now everybody's doing it.
Now I know,
yeah.
it was
And it's
the-
never
yeah.
too late, just saying.
Yeah,
It's
when
not.
we decided
Yeah.
to do Shaka, we were the first acai and poke concept. And this was just when
on the
Playa
mainland. Yeah.
was emerging as well.
Really?
Like, when we got home, like Playa had just put up a stand in Belmar.
Yeah, and we actually
Is that
looked
where
at
they
each-
started? Is they start in Belmar?
and
I
we
didn't know
actually
that.
looked at each other and we were like, damn it,
no.
someone beat us to it because we had just moved home and there was no acai concepts.
Yeah. So now your brother comes out. You start finding yourself again,
and
like,
so he loved it. So that's actually there's photos on the wall. Behind you is Kiersten and I at Pahoa Beach.
Yeah, I saw all these pictures, which is, I mean,
That's Kiersten
amazing.
and I.
Yeah,
That's me climbing up to a sugarcane chute like thousands of feet up in the air.
that's awesome.
That's Eric, Kiersten, and I sitting on Kua Bay, our favorite beach. And he, you know, Eric is like our believer, and he's an investor. He likes to invest in concepts and all the things. And we moved home, and he had his real estate office in the Monroe Center.
Okay.
The Monroe Center is an old factory, and it got wiped out during Sandy. So Sandy was, 2011. Fast forward to 2014. You're talking 3 years so later, and there's a lot of vacancy storefronts. They're trying to fill the gap. My brother had an office upstairs. He talked to the landlord. He's like, I have 600 square feet on the ground level. Like, you can have it for 20. At
Mind
the time,
you,
I think.
at the time, like before he had called us, I kept writing menus for said Shaka. I was
thinking,
yeah,
or
I
just
was,
like in general, like you're like, I could do something.
Yeah, I was infatuated with
the idea of
the
opening
acai
something.
and the smoothies.
We would sit
were-
on the beach or like a
both
little
of us.
surfing spot, and we'd be like we'd eating the poke together, and be like, "There's nothing like this at home. Like, there's nothing like this at home. Like that. We do this anytime we eat. Like, as a family, we'll sit around. And Kirsten's husband says, like, I hate being around your family at dinner time because it gets very passionate. Like, when we all go on vacation together, and it's like the worst time
he's
to
like,
be
I have to
around
leave
us.
the room.
He's like, I literally leave the room with your family. And he's like, we should do this. Like, we should open, like, or we should sell this in New Jersey. And we're like, all right, we're not selling this in New Jersey. And we got home, and he eventually gave us this phone call. He's like, I found it. And we were like, what are you talking about? Like, he's like, I found the spot. We're
Like,
going to
we're doing
open the
this.
poke shop and the acai place in Hoboken. And we were like, oh, okay, we're going to do this.
That's insane. So, okay, so now it's the three of you. He's an investor.
Right.
Now he's, what'd you say, head of your business?
He's one of our partners.
One of your partners. Okay. So now you're the culinary behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You're the business behind it? Is that what's happening?
I was primarily just operations and marketing, and then I had my son, and I just like fell off. But now I'm back. But yeah,
That's okay, by the way. You could take it. That's what's nice about having partners.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Kiersten now does pretty much all the operations, and I still just do like marketing and customer service and all the technological stuff.
So when you open the doors, so now you have to learn how to run a restaurant.
I was actually diagnosed with cancer pre-opening all of this. So that was in 2000 and literally I wasn't feeling well in Hawaii.
She was sleeping the whole time we lived there, and I was like, "Get up, we're in Hawaii. What are you doing?"
So I wasn't feeling well, and then I got back. I continued to work in the culinary world before all this.
Yeah.
I was writing menus, and I was like, oh, this is like, we could do something like this. And I was showing Eric and my dad, and that led to the next thing. But then the following summer, after Hawaii, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. So then I had to have surgery. And at that point, we were already opening. We knew we were opening Shaka that coming October.
so you were dealing with...
Well,
with-
they took the whole thyroid out, so she like.
Yeah, so
It's abnormal at that age to have something like that happen, and it's a total.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cur-
And then my
curveball.
medicine
Yeah.
wasn't working for a while, so I was even more sick.
Yeah, they
She's
have
in
to
the
find
10
the right balance for you.
Well,
Yeah.
the one I
like
was in, I was like, the one I was
10%.
on, I was like in the 5 percentile
Yeah.
that one medicine didn't work for.
Oh, my God.
So that took like a while, and like I couldn't like literally move. So I was like leaving work and like sleeping for like 16 hours.
So
a
you
day.
have the space and you're opening and you're dealing
At
with
that
this?
point, I'm not exactly sure if we had. Yeah, I don't. I
The
don't
space
remember.
happened quick.
Yeah, the space happened quick and was.
It
like,
was just
super
an
easy.
eggshell.
But maybe
out.
did you find that this was a good thing to,
Yeah,
like a
that's kinda what
positive thing to focus on?
Yeah, it kind of fueled our mission to like make a health food restaurant.
Yeah.
and like be very hyper focused on that. At the
We
time.
still feel that way. Like 2 out of 5 people have some sort of thyroid disorder, and
Sure.
it's from the food.
Yeah.
There's no questions about it. Like
Well, there's a lot probably,
food,
environmental.
radiation,
Yes, exactly.
all
yeah.
of the things. And like we were like, if we could make any sort of small impact on this and educate, even like for me, for like an educational standpoint, and like teaching people how to eat well, and like it's really important. We tell our parents all the time because their generation's not really.
No, I know.
And we're just like, your diet is everything. It is you. Your
Yeah.
diet is you.
Yeah.
I got diagnosed with celiac now. Like
I was going
2
to
years
ask you,
ago.
is that why a lot of it is gluten-free? And
It was at
Yeah.
the time. I mean, like, unknowingly, like, we just had migrated this towards being, like, very health
We
conscious.
were heavily influenced by a lot of people. Kimberly Snyder.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people.
Anthony
Kiersten,
William at the time.
We've always
Kimberly
followed
Snyder.
Yeah.
big medical mediums. Like, we've always believed in that stuff. Like, just the holistic ways
Yeah.
is the way. And we kind of carry that over into this.
Well, I think also being in Hawaii, when you immerse yourself into that culture, I mean, I feel like that's what a lot of it, that's the beauty of Hawaii.
Right.
Right? A lot of it is holistic, medicinal, you know, I
our
feel like,
big
yeah.
thing was just getting back to like roots, you know, like
Yeah.
simplicity. I think that's like our big thing was like eating simple whole foods that taste good. I feel like we've lost the science. It's now if you eat whole foods, it's like, oh, you're dieting. It's like, this
I
is
know.
the way
It's just you're supposed to eat.
we're supposed
Yeah.
to eat this way. And
Yeah.
I think we wanted to bring that back with us, this whole feeling of just like back to simplicity and natural. Like we lost so much sight of
Yeah.
like just being present and being like, I don't know. Like it's so, we were talking about this with the social media culture. Like I just think everyone is so far away from like,
Well, they use the buzzwords. That's what we were talking about. They use the buzzwords of like, I'm being my authentic self. But if you have to announce that you're being set,
nah,
you're in. Yeah.
I actually had to get off social media.
Yeah.
I hate social media with firing deep. So originally when social media came out, like Instagram, for example, like
Yeah.
I've always been iffy about Facebook. I haven't had Facebook in, I don't even know, 15 years maybe. When Instagram came out, it was about pictures and like beautiful photos.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it started turning into this
Look at me,
narcissistic,
look at me, yeah.
That was
strange.
COVID did that. People had to like make it just nobody had anything else to do at the
Well,
time.
COVID accelerated all of it.
Correct.
Yes, hermit-like behavior, narcissistic
Yes.
behavior.
Look
I
where
mean,
I
people can't
am. Look
even-
where I am.
Well, there's
Look
a
at- yeah.
book I read, and it was like the worst thing you could ever do is give 9 billion people a platform and give them a microphone and a
Yep.
platform to use it on.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which
so
is-
Look at us today.
No,
Yeah.
then this is a different. This is a fun
Of
thing.
course.
This is,
So, so you open your doors, right, to the first location. You have no.
that was crazy.
You also have no
no background in running it.
no background in running it. I was
Didn't
gonna
know
say,
how to-
you
didn't
have
know
no,
how to lead,
You really
nothing.
didn't have roots in Hoboken, right? Did you have friends in Hoboken?
No,
we
Did
had,
you have-
we had to leave our parents' house
they
abruptly.
kicked me out to go live in some like 400 square foot apartment with her, 5-floor walk up.
We lived
in Hoboken?
Yeah, we lived at 601 Monroe Street.
The business was 720 Monroe
My
Street.
God.
So
So we were working like 16-hour days.
Wow.
we would take turns to go shower.
And this is 2016 that you opened.
Yeah.
So
October of 2016.
October of
So
2016.
this coming October, it'll be 10 years.
I hope you're doing something for that. That's exciting.
You have to.
Well, we're
yeah.
gonna tell.
We'll go through.
We'll figure that out. We'll tell you.
So, okay, so the doors open.
Yeah, we literally have a line down the street.
No way.
What?
How? Because this is like
There was
even
nothing like it at the time. There was no acai. There was no poke.
But for people to even understand what it was,
I think people
it's
could
new.
see it on social media. There was
we did the Hoboken Arts Festival.
Okay.
And we gained over the summer.
you did
and
like a
we-
booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had another business partner at the time. Was a good friend of ours. He's not. He's not affiliated with Shaka anymore, but he was also involved. And my sister-in-law also helped us out. And we did it for like 3 days, and we gained we still have customers who came to us that very day.
So it's sort of getting people excited and
Yeah.
introducing them to the concept.
Yes.
Okay.
And we did really well. We had no idea what the hell we were, literally none. Like we were prepping stuff at my parents' house.
We honestly didn't even have we didn't have
We didn't
recipes.
have recipes, nothing. I was just winging everything.
So okay, but hold on. You were saying though you were Krista was making lists of smoothies.
Yeah.
Right?
We still-
You were
we
creating
had
like a
ingredients.
We had ingredients, and we had a menu.
Oh
We
yeah,
had a
we
menu.
gave our employees a menu on the first day, and we're like, Coach, we're just make this smoothie.
Oh my God.
But you have to understand, the average person doesn't know how to make a smoothie, and they might have not been raised in a household where a blender was a thing. And
Totally.
same thing with making a coffee.
It was incredible. I just have to tell
the
you.
fact that we thought you could just make a smoothie if you've never making a smoothie, and then
So you have lines out the door on day one.
Yes.
I'm assuming you practiced all the.
Like sort of. I don't even. I think.
Oh my God.
I think I blanked it out.
This
No,
isn't.
blacked it
By the
out.
way, this is incredible just to hear this.
We
So
were
you
taking
open
orders
the-
on Post-it notes.
Oh yeah, we didn't have like a POS system. We just had like a shop key. We didn't have printers.
So
We
people,
had to shut down after 4 hours because we ran out of food.
Yeah.
which
And
that
basically,
that
we
I've
were
heard.
so overwhelmed that we had literally no idea what we were doing. And we were like, you need to give us a few days. We blamed it on an electrical issue, and we were like, you need to give us a few days because Krista and I had to regroup.
Yeah.
So we basically went back to our apartment and like drank an extraordinary amount of alcohol. And we're like, what the hell did we just get ourselves into?
So I was gonna say, so you closed the door on day one, and you were like, "Holy shit,
Yeah, like
this
what-
is crazy."
And then we reopened. We kind of figured it out a little bit, and then yeah, it started to take off, and then we were so busy, like from that point on.
Just wheeling back.
So I'm assuming you came up now, like if you're, you have like the screens of all the different, your menu items, what's in them.
We didn't have screens at the time.
Oh,
We had
man.
chalkboards.
Yeah, we had hand-drawn chalkboards.
Well, I'm sure I'm sure it was trial and error too, of
Yeah.
like what smoothies people were ordering, what poke bowls people were ordering, what salads people were, right?
No, we kept the same menu up until recently. We started hacking away at it. We've had pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Really?
our menu's
order
been pretty
bowls.
similar.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
So we added a lot.
Well, you also do
actually.
specials too.
Yes, we
Right,
do
so-
limited time offerings, like
Yeah.
more chef curated things. Like in the summer, we have like lobster roll and crab cake and pineapple fried rice. And I've experimented so much. I've done like so many fun things, but I really, when we look at expansion, and any person we've spoken to in the hospitality industry is like, don't over expand your menu and don't overcomplicate it. So
Yeah.
we had to we had to go back.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so, I mean, talk about learning on the job, right? I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
but I would think for you who has a culinary background, this was like all of a sudden like really exciting.
It was so
I'm
fun.
sure as it was stressful.
It was awesome. I mean, like
I don't
our
think
beginning
we
years were
understood
amazing.
the stress that much, but I did. I remember having this feeling similar to the one I had after I had my son.
Yeah.
Where I think you know you're pregnant, and then you have a kid, and you're like, oh,
This is what's going on.
this is real. Like, I don't get to put this thing somewhere down for a little, or like just forget about it. And I remember that was the only other time I had the same feeling I had when we opened Shaka. Like, once we opened, there was no closing. Like, it hasn't
Yeah, this
shut
has
off.
to work.
It
Yeah.
hasn't shut off in 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, so, okay. My first question, though, based on what you just said, is why the name Shaka? Does that mean anything in Hawaii?
It's a pretty ambiguous term. It's Shaka in Hawaii is like shoots.
Oh,
so
okay.
it means hello.
Yep.
It means goodbye. It means like good vibes. It means
We had
Love
a lot
that.
of really close friends who we were close to, and it was part of their language.
yeah. It's just it's
native.
It's a great,
Yeah.
it's such a good name.
It had K in it. Our original name
yeah.
had two.
And,
We originally spelt it SHA.
Kiersten, Eric, and I sent them a photo the other day on like March 20-something of 2014. Went to the southernmost bar in the country, and it was the Shaka Bar
Oh,
in
really?
Hawaii. It was
Yeah.
it was called Shaka Restaurant.
That's so
It since
cool.
has closed, I believe.
And it was just a Shaka restaurant, and it wasn't copied by that, but I think it just, I mean, they were talking like a hole in the wall bar. like
Yeah.
two different concepts. But
Eric
I think
is very artistic as well, and then he ended up making the Shaka
K.
sign out of the K, and both of our
So-
names started
Oh, that's
with K.
really
noted
cool.
with our logo. The K is actually
Oh, that's
the
so
Shaka
cool.
symbol.
I
and
love
that's
that.
for Kiersten and Krista.
That's so, I
Yeah.
love that. So, okay, so then we open, we regroup, and now we're in business, like really
Yeah.
in business. And then you decide to open another location in Hoboken because you needed a bigger space. What year does that happen?
That lease was signed in 2017, opened in 2018.
Oh, wow. So like 2 years later.
Yeah.
You felt the need for
we
it,
took
bigger
over
space.
the first original Blimpies ever.
That's
Yeah.
where Blimpies was originated?
Yeah.
In Hoboken?
Yeah, we like
Yeah.
still weirdly
That's-
get hate. They're like, we miss Blimpies. They had like a
That's
cat in the
such a
basement.
that's such a good like fun fact if you grew up around here to know
Yeah.
that that's where Blimpie started.
Yeah.
There's something good karma about that. I feel like maybe. I mean, Blimpies was
see.
Blimpies. It's like pre-Subway.
We are coming
Still
up
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like see it in like random corners of the world, and you're like, what is
Blimpies,
doing
yeah.
there? My husband would be keeping Blimpies in business if they were around. He was really pissed when the one in Hoboken closed.
So were you finding that people were going to both locations?
Yep.
Yeah. So we have two very different customer bases. Flat out.
In
Monroe,
the same town. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
Monroe. It's weird for a square mile. Like I feel like the people that live on the west side, which is where the first store is.
Okay.
When I lived back there, I like barely went up to Washington Street.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, I think there's more families back there. It's quieter. It's easier to park back there. It's just like more spacious. There's parks and all sorts of stuff. And then when we opened on Washington Street, we started to see just a different crowd.
Yeah.
We also had a bigger menu at Washington. So
Yeah.
it was,
We have a whole chapter.
That's when we started
on that.
expanding the menu, when we had Washington.
'Cause
we
it was
had
bigger.
full-blown restaurant.
It's a
build
bigger,
out.
it's a big, I mean, I've walked by it.
very
yeah.
big.
It's
yeah.
2,400 square feet.
Wow.
Monroe is 600, and this is 14. This is our prototype store.
Yeah.
So when did you open Morristown?
We turned into an entire, just to give a quick timeline. So we
Yeah.
opened in 2018. By 2020, we are fully formed franchise, ready to sell, whole 9 yards, and then COVID happened. And so Kiersten and I were like, we were back to slinging bowls in the store every day. No one wanted to work. I think Marcelino was the only other person that wanted to work. So I was opening like 5 days a week. Kiersten was there. And that went on for a few years COVID didn't end until like
2023. Yeah, I know.
And we're still feeling the repercussions
Yeah.
of COVID. We're living in a post-COVID world. It's very strange. So we had plans to grow, stopped growing, found this space. My best friend found it. She's a real estate agent. And 2023, and we were like, all right, cool, let's do it. Let's open here. So we did 2023, signed the lease, opened in 2024, and we're coming up on 2 years here.
Wow. And how's this location doing?
It's good.
Yeah.
We need parking.
Yeah, parking. Though I will say, for anyone who's listening, I did both times I've been here, I found a spot right in front.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
pretty
we're
good.
working on trying to get people out orders. Like, if they just call us, we'll run it out to them.
Yeah,
or
it's
Oh, that's
in
smart.
the back.
And
people
you
is
do
parking.
DoorDash, because I looked to see if you deliver to Livingston,
Yeah.
and then you do.
We do. DoorDash,
do.
Uber.
I think so, yeah.
That's so silly.
Yeah, one of them. It's not. I'm telling you, because we have nothing like it in town. So to have access to it
No,
is
it's good. It is. But for me, I'm like, I don't really know if I want a poke bowl going like 20. It's like 15, 20 minutes. What's down
15.
Columbia
It's-
Turnpike?
Yeah, it's not that. It's really not that
Now
far.
that I live out this way, I might have opened in that like Florham Park.
Yeah.
By that Trader Joe's. We were looking at spots there, but
Yeah,
they have Chopped, and there's a lot of these companies have non-competes.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we have a hard time finding spaces just because our menu is
We
acai,
go into
smoothie, poke,
we go into so
tacos,
many
and
different categories.
Livingston would take you in a hot second. I'm just throwing that out there.
No more New Jersey.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
but Livingston would take you in a hot second.
We're moving. We're going south.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
So we have the 3 locations. All have different customer bases. There is, I would say, I've had your food. It is absolutely delicious, and
Thank you.
Every how you describe it and like what your mission is in the menu making and the food is just that. So.
Yep.
To me, I love eating healthy. I think it's super important, and I applaud you for staying true to that.
Thank you.
I would say that.
Thanks.
Let's talk about, because I want to talk about where Shaka is going. Clearly,
Sure.
we're going south, not over to Livingston. But I do want to tap into, because it's a big thing, and it's hanging in the window here at Morristown. I would not be a great interviewer if I did not discuss Kiersten's Chopped Champion big banner hanging in the window. So let's just talk about that moment. You go on Chopped. I know every person loves Chopped. It is such a good time suck to watch it because
So good.
you never, like any basket, you're like, I just could never be on this show. So let's discuss how that happened for you.
Sure.
New York Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah. I love the Food Network. I grew up, literally, I'd come home from school and watch Giada, Ina, Paula Deen, Emerald at night. I was like, that's all I would watch.
Yeah.
Like, because like back then there was no Netflix, there was nothing. Like it was like, you know, a couple of cable television shows, and Food Network was channel 29, and I watched it every day after school. And I would do my homework, and I lived, eat, breathe the Food Network.
Yeah.
So I grew up watching all of them. I use all of their recipes still to this day. So always been a Food Network fan. And I was always just like, I want to be on here one day. Chopped was obviously a huge one. I mean, when I was watching it, it was in the beginning seasons. And I always thought I would be very good at it because I can always look at stuff and just be like, I can make something with that. Yeah, sure. No problem.
She like can
Good
find a
for
can
you.
of beans in the pantry and like suddenly you have like a 7-course meal.
That's insane.
She evicted me. We were living together, and then she didn't want to live with me anymore. And like suddenly I didn't have a chef anymore. So like,
Oh my God.
I had to figure it out.
Bad sister. Yeah.
Yeah, I can pretty much look at any ingredients and be like, yeah, I can make something with that. No problem. And make it healthy or make it anything. So I've always been really naturally very good at that. I don't know. I just have like this strange chef-like instinct. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I
clearly
know.
always
I just
in
know.
you. Yeah.
We come from a very big foodie
Yeah.
family.
Okay.
Very
Big
grandmas
family
are
foodie.
grandmas were
foodie family,
fabulous.
too. Yes, my grandmas were fabulous
Fabulous
cooks.
cooks. Our aunts are fabulous
All of my
cooks.
aunts are great cooks.
What
My
about your
brother is
mom?
good cook.
Her
My
mom is
mom's
a
good cook.
fabulous
Oh,
cook.
it's amazing.
Different style, but delicious.
Yeah.
Stick of butter. She's more of a Paula Deen.
So yeah, I got in. We went to we got invited to go to the New York City Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
So we did a booth there. We sold out of like all of our
Like
stuff
2,500 samples and like gone.
Wow.
in like a couple of hours.
And she was like an acclaimed chef, and Food Network goes to those things to vet people.
Yeah, sure.
Then like our good friend, she was also working with us at the time. She got on stage with Rachel Ray, and then ended up getting invited onto her show. Her name's Brianna, and
She was a long time team member for Shaka.
yeah, good friend of ours, and just so it was like this whole whirlwind of things. And then the
Wow.
next thing I knew, I was getting emails from Chopped, and I still get asked to go on a few. Like I've done a bunch of interviews to go on shows. It just works with like timing.
Do you like
and
the competition part of it?
I like competitions. I'm a pretty competitive person. I swam growing up.
Yeah.
Like my whole life. I actually
So-
went to Clemson and was going to swim on their team when I got there.
Oh wow. So you go on Chopped. Do you remember what your
So Chopped, yeah. So when I got there, or when they emailed me, it was pre-COVID.
Literally right before COVID.
Oh, okay.
So they asked me to go on, and I was like, obviously, yes, this is amazing. So
Yeah.
it was originally supposed to be filmed in New York City, and then COVID hit, and then I got rescheduled. And then they flew me out to Knoxville,
Oh my God,
Tennessee.
can we tell a funny story about that?
yeah.
So my sisters came with me.
Yeah.
Kirsten, me and
This
our
was
other
right when
sister.
COVID was going on. So like everyone was like, Food Network moved their whole studios over there because it was less strict in
South.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
And my sister decides to come with me. Both my sisters came. Krista comes, and she's really not feeling well.
Okay, let me tell my side before like somebody listens to this and is
I
like,
love
you
sisters,
traveled with COVID. I'm on the plane and I suddenly get like a splitting headache like right there, and I'm like, I'm either dying or something's happening. And I looked at my sisters and I was like, I don't feel that good. And Kiersten was like, I'll fucking kill you.
I'll kill you if you ruin this moment for me. Yeah.
Because they were
And then-
like really strict. They were like, you're
Yeah.
right when I got off the plane, I had to go there. They had to test me. And then the next morning, they were testing me. Like, it was like really strict. And I was like looking at Krista, I was like, if you
And I'm just
If
sitting
you
there
kill
like
this for me, I
was
will-
actually
I will murder
blacking
you.
out. Like I'll never forget. We went to a restaurant. I really don't feel good, and they were getting like mad at me. I think because the tension was heightened. They're like, "You better not be like sick," and I'm like, "All right, I'm fine." And then like whatever, she goes. They take her. She passes her thing. She doesn't have COVID.
And you were like, let me guess, you're raging with COVID.
I had the OG COVID.
Whoa.
Like the no smell, and I didn't lose my smell or taste till we got back to New Jersey. I do remember my husband, he was my boyfriend at the time, and he was like, you have to stay in Knoxville, you can't fly home. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not staying here by myself in this. It's kind of hicky out there. And it's like land of the fast
No,
food.
you want to be. If you don't feel well, you want to be home.
Like, I'm coming home. I'm not dying from COVID out in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that happened. Long story short, my older sister and I ended up getting COVID the second we got off the plane.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all worked out. The morning of Chops, it's a very long day. It's extremely long. They do it all in one day.
Yep. Who were the judges?
It's Scott, Amanda, and Mark.
Okay. That's
So OGs.
It's the tough judges.
I only knew one of them because people were, when we went out to eat, people were like, "Oh, Chopped is here!" Like, I saw one of the Food Network judges, and you can't tell anyone that you're going on the show or anything. But I was just like, they saw one of the judges, and then they told me another judge.
Yeah.
Someone saw another judge, but I didn't get him.
Okay.
Anyway, so I walked down in the lobby that morning. I competed against 3 grown men, by the way.
Wow.
So I was really not thrilled.
Yeah.
That morning,
And
when
they
I
all
walked down in the lobby.
all owned taco places. 3 grown men, and the show was Taco Brawl.
Yeah.
And
so
she
they
beat
told
them.
me the day before that it was a taco brawl. And the producer was like, "It's a taco brawl. Like, did anyone tell you that?" And I was like, "No." They're like, "Oh, they should have told you that like a while ago." And I was like, "Oh, well, I would have been a lot less nervous had I known." Because I was like, I don't know. I don't have like a culinary, like I wasn't trained.
We were doing flashcards.
Like I was scared I was going to get like, I don't know.
Who
just
knows
something
what,
super
yeah.
complicated. And I was like, I'm not prepared for that. Like I was like studying and practicing and because I was like really nervous.
It's hard to study and practice for that because you just don't
It's
know.
hard
know.
to study and practice
Yeah.
with COVID. No, I'm just kidding.
I went back and like picked and I like found like very complicated ingredients that have been previously used on the show.
Yeah.
I was looking up just complicated ingredients in general, like what I would do with them, and I was practicing. I was walking through the grocery store.
Yeah, wow.
And just like looking at any ingredient I could and just being like, what would I do with that? What would I do
And
with
when they
that?
do the show, from my understanding, is it's in real time. I mean,
it's real time.
Yeah, it's like
and
it's
you
real
actually
time.
have 20 minutes to make an
Yeah.
appetizer with no prep work at all.
So what was like the
And
most?
I don't know if anyone knows how difficult it is to make a dish without prep work, especially something that's worthy of a competition is absolutely insane.
So what was the hardest? What was the hardest ingredient?
The first 3 minutes on the show when they said go for the appetizer round, I was like, I think I'm high. I literally was like, I am not here. This isn't really happening. It was a really, really surreal experience.
I would've shit my pants.
I was
Excuse
like,
me.
what,
Yeah,
what
seriously,
is
yeah.
going on right now?
Do you remember what was in the basket?
I have it written down somewhere, but it was like masa dough. No, I don't.
All right, so let's go.
I
Let's
forget.
skip to the winning round, the dessert round.
At that point, I was pretty confident because I consider myself pretty well versed in culinary and pastry.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really worried, and I had memorized a few of my recipes prior to be able to do something quick.
Yeah.
So I wasn't worried about the dessert round. And then the guy who I was competing against in the dessert round, I had texted, we weren't allowed to, but I had texted my sisters. I was like, I'm in the dessert round.
I was dying in a first watch somewhere in Knoxville, Tennessee, eating breakfast
So
with
my
older
sisters were
sister.
obviously, I started at like 4 a.m. and I didn't get back to them until like almost midnight, 1 a.m.
And you're like, you come back and you're
She
like,
said she was in the
I'm
dessert
champion.
round. No, she's like, I'm not supposed to text you, but I'm in the. And me, my sister and I over French toast. We're like, she won.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was,
I mean, first of
and
all,
it was
that's
such a
got to
big
be
secret.
such a good justification of this whole path that we've gone through.
It was very, in that
Validating.
sense, it was very validating for me because
Yeah,
I
it's
walked down, I saw these 3 grown men with all these restaurants. They all had multiple restaurants at the time. I only had the 2. And I was like, I had no
Barely
culinary
sold
background.
tacos,
I
too.
barely sold tacos. I had just introduced them, really.
Insane.
And
Go
it was just
you.
really validating. And I was really pissed when I saw
She
the 3
did make a
men there.
brittle, and
Yeah.
the brittle was on the flashcard the night before, so
Wow.
we studied for that.
Yeah, I made a hibiscus tea brittle.
Of course you did.
Yeah, it was crazy.
She
Because
told me
don't we
that.
all?
She
Yeah.
told me she did that, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. That's insane.
And it was just so cool, and I loved every second of it.
Is this banner in all the stores?
Yeah, we change it up.
I do
from time
that.
to time.
Yeah.
I actually like to stick it around places randomly, and then people will point to it and point to her, and then sometimes they think it's me, but
Well, you
not.
guys do look alike. It's
A little bit.
awesome. I think it's awesome. So, okay, so Chop Champion, restaurant owners, sisters, friends.
Yeah, we're besties.
We're very, very
So
close
the
with our siblings.
plan for Shaka Kitchen is
We are coming up on 10 years. I guess it's technically 11 years. We're running about a month to month in our one location. We are coming up on 10 years next year in Washington. So we have tough decisions to make.
We are going to combine our
we
two
want to
stores in
consolidate
Hoboken.
our stores in Hoboken for
that sounds like you should.
Yeah, it's
operationally, it doesn't make sense. You
Yeah.
have one store that doesn't sell half the menu. You have one store that could fit 3 other restaurants inside of it. So we either are going to find a happy medium,
Yep.
or we're going to move all of our operations to our 600 square foot and begin operating like a
Oh, so you
high-
would move from Washington to Monroe?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we are able, and if not, we're going to look for a happy medium just
Sure.
to keep there. But
Yeah.
operationally, another 10 years carrying on the way we are, like one store is buying food from the other. They're
It doesn't make
you
sense.
can
Doesn't make
imagine
sense,
you can
yeah.
imagine a restaurant that's open 13 hours a day, 7 days a week. After 10 years, there's wear and tear.
Sure.
And it's not that you just want to like start over.
Well, and
but
you wanna make the most of, right? I mean, that's
yeah, we have
One is too big.
One
One
is
is too small. Yeah.
There's a
this
lot
seems
of
this
things.
seems like the perfect
We
size.
love
This
this
is-
store, and
yeah.
we migrate here now because our stores in Hoboken
I
drive
also
us
live
insane.
here. I live
Truthfully.
here. I haven't lived in Hoboken since 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
my
my-
husband and I also moved out as well to the Jersey Shore, like in March.
We have
So
plans.
What
to
about
be in
what
Florida.
about the Jersey Shore?
We've looked around, and we're just kind of.
It
I feel
still
like you
gets
guys
cold.
with the blonde shallot would be a good.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
her
who she
food.
is, but I love
I've
her
never met her
chicken
either.
salad. Oh, amazing! The chicken
just know her
salad and
food.
tuna. But I feel like you guys are like that would be like such a good
We would
compliment.
love to be down there, but
Yeah.
we're
it
just
still
kinda,
it still gets cold at the Jersey Shore.
It does, but
in
it's so
November.
pretty. Yeah.
It is pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
we love it. Our family lives in. Our parents are in Brick, 6 months out of the year,
Oh,
right,
okay.
right before the Manahawkin Bridge.
So, so you said going south, like going to Florida, like that type of situation.
So our family has had footprints in. We are in St. Pete Beach for 31 years.
Okay.
We just migrated a little bit south to Nokomis, which is right outside of Venice, right by Sarasota.
So it's West Coast.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
big West
Yeah.
Coast people. We
Yeah.
love it. Our whole family, like there's 13 of us with spouses and kids.
Yeah.
And we have our parents' house. We go there 2 or 3 times a year, all of us pack it into the house, and we spend like 2 weeks with each other at a time down there. Like we love
Have you
Florida.
looked at space?
Not yet. But Kiersten and her husband in the next 5 years will probably head down.
Okay, so
South.
so is the goal to have more Shaka Kitchens?
Yes.
Is the goal to franchise them out? Is
Yep.
the
Yeah.
goal? Yep. Okay.
So in
We've
hindsight,
just,
when we've
had
to
a lot of bumps in the road,
Right, so
and
when
we've
we-
changed our mind a lot, and
that's
when
owning a
we-
business.
when
It's
there's
hard.
only 2 of us.
Yeah.
Like there's only Krista and I doing this every day. Like we
Yeah.
have some managers, but my brother's preoccupied. He has his business, multiple businesses, and
Yeah.
it's just Krista and I. We don't come from
Yeah.
business
We
backgrounds.
don't know many. I don't know many multi-unit operating restaurants that just has 2 people doing everything.
Yeah.
So-
I would say 3. Marcelino's been with us 6 or 7 years, and we couldn't do it without him. A lot of our team members have been with us 6, 7
Yeah.
years,
Long
and
time.
they usually only leave if they are,
passerbys.
Yeah.
or-
whatever, if they have
some
different
of them-
ambitions.
I mean, like we have a lot of team members who've just been with us like 3 years, 4 years.
It's amazing.
Yeah, minimum is even.
We are
now.
very, very,
Yeah.
very fortunate that usually if we find a good team member, they stick with us. Juan has been with us since we opened. We have another girl here that's been with us since we opened. They usually don't leave unless they're like life takes them
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah, of
else.
course. Yeah.
And
But yeah,
that's one of the things we're proudest of. So for sure.
But yeah, I mean, we want to grow. We're looking for people to want to grow with us, and we believe our concept will.
Yeah.
Well,
does
maybe
well.
if maybe someone's listening out there, you don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
we were gonna say what I
Yeah.
was gonna say just to back it up was that when we thought we were ready to grow in 2020, we were nowhere near ready to grow.
Yeah.
So we now.
We're ready to grow now.
We're at the point of our business, operationally, emotionally, maturely, able to grow.
Yeah.
Like this store proved it works. It's a beautiful model.
We also had a lot of hiccups financially with people who just did us dirty and just bad accountants. Just crazy things like happened
That's
to us.
another
that
conversation.
We had people stealing from us.
Hundreds of
I
thousands
feel
of
like I've
dollars.
heard that from other restaurant owners. It's terrible that people take advantage
Krista
that
and
way.
I were very focused on running our stores more
Yeah.
so than the back end of things. And
Yeah.
it wasn't only until past couple of years where we were like, all right, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
It was
And
a mess.
we blame ourselves and just lack of experience. You know, we started this thing when we were 22 and 23 years old. And
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who can say they've been in business for 10 years and started something at 22 years
Our
old.
dad likes to joke that one of
Without
his
the knowledge of opening.
without
and,
the
yeah.
knowledge or the back. Even my brother, like, you know, he has no experience in the restaurant
But it's
industry.
a shame
and,
that people would take advantage of that, you know?
So we've just learned so much over 10 years. And I mean, anyone who wants to listen or who needs advice running a restaurant or even a business in general, like we have a multitude of
I have stories for days. I'll
Yeah.
never
I was
forget.
gonna say- stories for days. I could sit here and talk to you about it all
we could
day
have
long.
another episode of going through the things that went right and the things that went wrong when you first opened your doors
Leadership
and all of
is,
it. Yeah.
we had to hire
probably the
people.
hardest thing we had to learn
Yeah.
was how to lead because we were only 22, 23. How do you teach 16, 17-year-olds to listen to you? They see you as a peer.
Yeah.
No one- I
How do you
mean-
delegate? How do you lead? How do you
and
gain
without
people's
knowing
trust?
yourself too.
Right.
I mean,
No.
you were doing it all at the same time.
We've worked with multiple hospitality groups who've had to come in and like kind of, you know, teach us their ways of operations. Like
Yeah.
everything that Krista and I do is because like we created it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one else helping us.
Yeah.
Like or telling us what to do or how to, you know, this is how your operations should look.
I mean,
And-
it's pretty amazing. I mean, you were both very young. When you look at this space here in Morristown, it is beautiful.
Thank
you.
I mean, it is a
a lot
beautiful
of
space.
Pinterest.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I
but it's
GC'd the job here.
but
Took
what?
a year. I GC'd the job here.
Oh,
Took
really?
a good 3 to 7 years off of my life.
Like everything we've done pretty much ourselves, like without like the help of others. Like we've had a lot of help along the way, but
my
we've
point
had to
is,
figure it
as
out.
an outside person who's just coming in and meeting the two of you and listening to your story and seeing the space, all of those, everything you've said, I mean, look at where you are. This is beautiful, and that's a testament to the hard work.
Thank
and
you.
a testament to even where you want to go. I mean, this you should be so proud of this. I mean, that's
We are.
so Shaka Kitchen. We're
Yes.
going to tell everybody they need to
Yeah.
come to the Morristown location of all locations, only because I'm in Livingston.
Yes.
So for all the people
Yeah.
that are listening, come to this location.
Yep.
There's parking outside, hopefully.
yeah.
Right.
It's a beautiful town.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful town. Morristown's beautiful. The food is amazing. The
Ambiance.
the company is amazing. So Shaka Sisters.
Yep.
Thank you for sitting with me today.
Thanks for having
It's
us.
amazing
It's fun to
meeting.
chat.
It's amazing meeting you guys.
Thank you.
And I'm in full support of Shaka Kitchen going to the moon.
Thank
Going
you.
to the
Can I hear it?
Going to the moon.
Going to the moon.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so
You're
much.
like,
Going
you're like
south.
a producer for the TV shows. They're like, give me a punchline.
Yeah.
Like anytime they interview me for, anytime they interview me for the shows, like because I get asked a lot, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
Kiersten,
can't.
Like hands
I've
in the
such
middle.
bad-
Shaka Kitchen to the moon.
SAT.
recently watched. This is. we're
I'm
just-
shutting down. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you are hearing this message, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I'm truly grateful for you and this opportunity. The purpose of the Behind the Counter podcast is to bring food, people, and community together. I hope you'll return for more episodes and explore with me. I want to personally thank Fran Linnell of Design 68 for my amazing Behind the Counter podcast logo, and Travis Lohenberg for my awesome Behind the Counter music, and all the guests that take their time to sit and talk with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you hear your podcasts. If you'd like to support the Behind the Counter podcast, please subscribe, share with your friends and family, and you can follow me on Instagram at Heidi Blum. If you have any feedback or stories that you want to share, you can email me at foodsarbtc@gmail.com.